That's right. I'm lying in bed. If you expect a conventional video, you got the wrong video guy. Today's the first day of school in New York, and it's going to ruin everybody. By definition, it ruins everybody. Nothing the kid can do. And the laws are that you have to go to school or be home taught or whatever it is. And the real problem is the discipline of learning how to read. Once you learn to read and write, all will be the same. Once you learn to read, you're finished, you're saying, because you lose the natural state of orality. See? And the next thing is, then you get into this intellectual thing. And it's just so happened now that my head, which is always forward, is now back. That's my new thing for today. Head back, all the way back. And this brings it in an alignment, so the intellect is in the alignment, not all intellect, because that's what we have here, is all intellect. The society is predicated on intellect, and this is the sadness. You know, there's a real sadness here. And what do we, well, my next thing is, I think children, since they're not in school, but even if they are in school, they should leave school at 16. You know, the Amish used to have that where you didn't overeducate. But you're supposed to leave, but you stay within the same community there. No. You leave school at 16, because you're legally allowed to leave school at 16, and you go off on your own. You see, you just go. Lek leka. Go to yourself. Go find yourself. That's what you are. Go. And I don't care what you do. Just go. Leave your home, your friends, all that stuff. That's actually what they're told to Abraham. And go. No more education, unless you want to become a doctor, you know, if you're screwed up and want to become a doctor. But you leave. And people are going to say, oh, well, he's a 16-year-old boy. And I don't know about girls, but they should leave too. Maybe a little earlier if they didn't go to school. But go. And what's going to happen to them? Well, they're going to be molested and raped and all these kind of other things. You know? They're going to be taken advantage of. All these other things. And they're going to find their way in life in a different type of method. You know? A different way. In the old days, kids used to leave home at 9. There was no home to leave. There was no money coming in, nothing. But now everybody's got to go to college, you know, sit there on Saturday rooting for football, you know, the college experience. Learn internet, you know, that's the new thing, I guess. Learn how to be a programmer. Spend your life doing that. I'm talking to you from the end of life here. And I always knew this when I was 16, but you couldn't leave, you see. If you want to be something, if you want to be an individual, if you want to be special, you don't learn how to read. If you want to be special, you don't learn how to write. You want to be special, you leave. Find your own way in existence. And then you find out it's one world. You want to accumulate money that you can, or power, or joke. Go. And this only happens when the head is on straight, so to speak. It's not balanced in the body. Balanced in the body. If you want to pray, pray. You don't need a book. What do you need a book for? To ask God what you want. And then I was reading some things how, like you're forgiven for your sins. What sins? If you weren't told that you were a sinner and had sins, you're not a sinner. It's only from a society to keep you structured and in. That's it. The education is what screws it. So going to school, the first day of school today, sit in classrooms, get instructions from a teacher. These teachers aren't Albert Einstein, You're going to get instructed by a fool, by a loser, who's passing on their values to the next generation. In some junior high school, where you have to sit with men and boys and girls together in the classroom. Whoa. So sad to see this happen to everybody. The worst thing that can happen to you is to go to school. So get out as fast as you can.